Good afternoon, YouTube. Got another Dhgate special, and this is a self-defense device. And this is gonna be a rather short video. This is part of the Dhgate affiliate program, so they actually have a program where influencers and YouTubers and everybody, whoever, can actually go there and request a product. So this is one, they don't have tons of stuff on there. You're kind of limited on what you can get. So I'm into the self-defense stuff and kind of. Weapons, man shit, right? And so I requested just one of these just for the fun of it. And this is one of their, it's a ballistic dart launcher. Here's the box. These are relatively cheap. They're like $8, so you can't really expect too much. Open it up here, and they do give you a lot for $8. You get kind of like one of these almost cheaper version steel dive cases, like if you guys have been watching my watch reviews. The ones you get with steel dive are much better. This is relatively cheap. The latches are difficult to kind of close, but hey, you gotta keep them on $8. You get a little carry pouch, the ballistic launcher, and you do have sort of like a safety guard in this, and I'll talk about that in a second. And you do have a, looks like a kind of a cover that once you load this, you can pop this on, extra safety measure. And then they give you, looks like 10 different darts. And these are kind of like what you kind of see like on like, when I look at these, I kind of think this is like some kind of ninja self-defense tool. But, these are relatively pretty short, and they have quite a point on them. These are definitely, this is definitely not something a child should play with, just to let you know. And if you use anything like this, do so at your own risk. This is, again, what I would consider to be more of a non-lethal self-defense tool. But I really think this is more of a gimmick and more of just kind of a play toy. This is for somebody who's going to, maybe, I don't know, maybe you got a couple kids and under an adult supervision. I remember as a kid, I still am actually into like BB guns and pellet guns. And of course, there's a certain safety protocol as a parent. Not that I am a parent, but that you should definitely use. This is not something a kid should play with unsupervised. This is for adults. But you do get, again, 11 darts, and these are relatively sharp. These definitely will break the skin if you were to accidentally shoot yourself with this. And this can definitely, you can lose an eye on this. So this is definitely not a toy. I'm not going to demonstrate this in my office here. I did try this downstairs, just in the backyard. And you basically take the darts. You can slide off, well, you actually have to slide off the entire sleeve here. I'll just kind of demonstrate. You basically take the dart, slide it inside what we'll call the barrel, and it's pretty difficult to push in. You can do it by hand, but I would recommend you press this down on something hard. I was outside with just my garbage can and pushed it on. It locks in, and then once it's locked in, you basically press this button, and you want to pull down kind of the safety, as we'll call it, and just press the button. This is relatively cheap. I'll say that in all honesty, most time when I review things, I am pretty lenient when it comes to reviewing products, but this is really something that's very cheap, and even for $8, this is something that I think you're going to waste $8 on. If you want to just kind of, I don't know, I think a little kid would think this is really cool, but again, I don't recommend, little kid use this. This is very difficult to push the button. I'm a grown man, and I find it very difficult to push these buttons. I actually had to push them with 2 fingers. So I don't really see this being used as a self-defense tool. This is more of just a gimmick, more of a novelty. And again, I'm not giving parenting advice. I have no place to do that, or no room to make, judgments or anything like that. But, I think that if I kind of think of one of my old buddies has a couple kids, and I could see them kind of having fun with this with their father, under adult supervision. Definitely wearing eye protection, something rated to take the force of a pellet or something like that, because it's definitely not a toy. It's really cheaply made, and in all honesty, I'm always into little gimmicks like this. Back in the day, I picked up one of those little handheld crossbows, and it was fun for all about 5 minutes, and then that thing basically went on the wall. It was more something that looked cool, right? And so I think this is just something, really, it's kind of a novelty. It's very gritty pushing these in. I'm sure companies make better ones, but when I shot this into a piece of cardboard, it definitely left a a dent in the cardboard. It definitely penetrated the cardboard, but it didn't go through the cardboard. Now, it was just kind of being stopped by other pieces of cardboard, but definitely not a toy. I think this probably would go right through the cardboard if I just kind of propped it up, but I don't care enough to put this to the test and invest a lot of time into making this video. This is, you know, again, something that I don't really recommend anybody buy. I just think this is just something that could potentially cause somebody to get injured. It's cheaply made. It's not very safe. And you know, things like this is where accidents happen because people get too laid back and too comfortable with, hey, you know, we're having fun goofing around, having a couple beers, and next thing you know, you load it, you accidentally press it, and it shoots you in the head. So, you know, I don't really like things like this, but you know, they are available. If you want to check them out, again, the link's in the description. Do check with your local laws as far as buying something like this, because you know, every state is different. This probably falls under like, you know, what a crossbow would or something like that. But I don't know. You know, I think I can see how somebody would think this is cool, but it really is kind of cheap, and it's not something you could carry as self-defense. It really serves no purpose. And even if you did try to use this as self-defense, this is just really, in my opinion, not going to stop somebody from trying to hurt you. It's not like pepper spray or OC or you know, any of those other devices that are out there. A stun gun, I think, would definitely be more beneficial than something like this, but it's definitely not something you want to, you know, try to protect yourself with. But anyway, wanted to share it. Links in the description. Not something I recommend. I just think it's you know, and I know the company probably won't like me saying that, but I just don't think, I think things like this are problematic. I think things like this are you know, definitely not a toy. I don't. If I had a kid, I would definitely not give them. This is definitely going to end in an emergency room trip. So I don't know. You know, if you're an adult and you're a grown man, make your own decisions. By all means, if you think this is kind of cool, you want to mess around with it, that's fine. But it's not something I would ever use or buy. So thanks for watching. Have a good day and take care.